but you continue with life till old age and the land without. So, like I said, what is important about mental health? The fact that these are common mental disorders in the human. And I said earlier, there are many stages in the life of the human associated with mental disorder. During the period we have menstrual mental disorder. During menopause, we also have menopausal mental disorder. And during giving birth, when the woman is giving birth, we also have prenatal mental disorder. That's where we call blues. You see the lady just putting to bed, less than 1 week of putting to bed. She's withdrawn, she doesn't want to talk. The mother-in-law is there, even her own mother is there. She doesn't want, she feels like, why do I have this baby? I mean, this baby stress is too much. I mean, let's just take this baby on. Come down the street, some of them may be crying. Intermittently, there's nothing really to say. Why are you crying? If you have them, you just say, which is true, and for sure, it's too much. Nobody told me that this is it. And it's common even among the elite. And then when we have support from husband, support generally, this ladies need to put it down. And then you know what happens to the mother-in-law is all over. I want you to transmit this thing. How does she feel? So we usually have a lot to psychologically, a lot of people to talk to. So why should you have stable mental health? Why is it important? Why should you have it? Number one, to be useful for yourself. Once somebody breaks down, you are in and out of hospital. Whether it's the psychiatric hospital and road, in the immediate period of crisis, you try to hospitalize. When the person is better, you go back to work. The person is not compliant with drugs. The person is in and out of hospital. Before you know it, absenteeism. Without absenteeism, the bosses begin to know what's happening, you are failing at work. Before you know it, there is stigma. Both stigma from the which is called internalized stigma, and public stigma from those at your workplace. Number two, if you don't balance your mental health very well, that person will not be useful for the loved one and dependent. We are seeing situations in which husband that is saying, oh, 1 year down the line, 2 years down the line, the man is frustrated. He's frustrated, he's tired of ensuring that you use that person uses this or a drug in the morning and in the night. And it costs the money, and education costs money. Number three, we will be able to contribute to our mental culture to the national building, and which is important. Number four, not working on your mental health means you are subjecting to yourself to a case in which you have to set aside money every month to buy medication. For most times for life. I know nutrition, we have disease. I know we have all of those conditions, but usually our drugs are a bit expensive. So you have to manage that. So how do you ensure stable mental health? Lastly, take things easy. Please tell your person sitting next to you, take things easy. Take things easy. I will take it easy. Every small fall, I will take it easy. Take it easy. I don't want to lose waste my time here. Take it easy. Tell yourself every morning, yourself every day. You need to stress as you are trying. It's well. I will take it easy. Challenges are part of life. I want you to know. Challenges are part of life. They are all looking fine. They are all looking, good. But they are all going through many things in our life. But I want you to know the loss of a spouse, the loss of a child, having a child with special needs, having a daughter that is not performing well in school, having a child that has pregnancy or wedlock. All of these are challenges of life. It's part of the journey. Say it's part of the journey. It's part of the journey. Having a husband that is using cannabis or tobacco, it's part of the journey. It's part of the journey. You will end well. Say, I will end well. I will end well. With no morbidity. With no morbidity. Morbidity means sickness. With no morbidity. With no disability. I will end well. Okay, so cope positively you are positive coping strategies, you talk to somebody, get positive counsel, get wise counsel, ensure that it's a positive counsel, ensure that it's a wise counsel. Sit down, identify the problems that you are having and how to get solutions to them. Identify the problem and get solutions to them. Cope positively, avoid negative coping. What are those? Putting yourself on the diazepam every night, putting yourself on pain, using all those super appetites that makes you sleep, denying that there are problems that need to be solved, avoiding the problem. Those are negative coping strategies. Using drugs, taking alcohol, smoking, those are negative coping strategies. Face the problem, be realistic, work out a plan. How do I solve this problem? I got a daughter who is pregnant from breast. What do I do? You listen. These are the things that I will do now. Face the problem, look at solutions. What are the steps to take? Seek counsel and support. Thank you so much.
Jam your hands together for her. All right, Dr. Mokende Fakorede, thank you very much, ma. She just spoke to us of the importance of our mental health. The importance of our mental health. A lot of women, are harboring a lot of things. Like people will say, Ashombo repete. If people should open their mouth and talk to you about what they are going through, you'll be shocked, like they say. You'll be shocked. And then you wonder, I have a friend, whenever I go to her store, she's always on TikTok, she's always dancing, she's always doing, and I'm like, coping mechanism doctor, is that not one of the coping mechanisms that we can use? You see a lot of women on social media these days, and you're wondering what are they doing there? That is what they are doing there. They are catching their fun. Because as a woman, we've been stereotyped. You cannot just as a woman go out and say, hang out. They will start labeling you. Is it true or true? It is just the society that we find ourselves. But whatever we can do to ensure that our mental health is stable, I beg, please do it. Celebrate Dr. Mokende one more time. Let's put our hands together for her. Thank you very much. As I said earlier on, I know you are going to dance here today, you are going to eat, but please add some value to your input. I hope you are doing something for what she said. If you have, clap for yourself. At this point, let me quickly recognize the presence of the Commissioner for Women Affairs in Ogun State, Honorable Monturayo Adijat Adeleye. And today she's here represented by the Director of Ministry of Women Affairs, the State Project Coordinator, Nigeria for Women Project, Mrs. Bola Fadairo. Thank you very much for gracing this occasion. We appreciate you. We know that Sunday is the day of rest because every day, now from 7 to 7, but you have created time to be here. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. Before we go on, I know you want to tell us one or two things, maybe in 2 or 3 minutes. You have something that you want to tell us. Actually, today is not a day for speeches. We don't want long speeches and all that, but you can just give us the goodwill message from the Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs. Let's celebrate the Commissioner for Women Affairs.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency. Happy International Women's Day. Yes. Please permit me to stand on the already established protocol. Yes, the Commissioner for Women Affairs is unavoidably absent. She is on her way to New York to attend the 59th session of State on Women. So she gave me a speech to wait for her. So, because we don't have a lot of time, I will just take 1 or 2. Thank you. Yes, what a delight to stand before this gathering of powerful, vibrant, and resilient women on this remarkable occasion of International Women's Day. Today is not just another day, it's a global celebration of womanhood, a perfect reflection of our strengths, our depths, and immeasurable contributions to our immediate society. I must begin by commending the visionary convener, Mrs. Peggy Adelaja Okorafor, and the entire of the women arrived for bringing us together under this beautiful theme, coming together stronger. Your dedication to creating a platform that uplifts, unites, and inspires women is truly commendable and will no doubt be remembered for years to come. The beauty of today's event is not merely in the elegance of our all-white attire, but in the connectivity energy that fills this room. It is in the unity of purpose and the harmony of voices, striving for the common goal of women's empowerment. Gatherings like this are powerful reminders that when women come together, we can achieve extraordinary feats. However, in the States, we have a lot of achievements, like Nigeria for Women projects, which is being supported by the World Bank and the federal government initiative. Under this project, we've empowered over 100,000 women in just 4 local governments. However, we have another project that we call the State Women Economic Empowerment too, that has empowered over 30,000 women. However, we are not resting on our laurels. The state government, through the Ministry of Women Affairs, are committed to expand a lot of new initiatives and introduce new strategies to ensure every woman has a seat at the golden table of decision making. Our collaboration with organizations like Women Arise beautifully embodies our unwavering belief that partnerships are the bedrock of sustainable development. When we align our efforts, like when we have like-minded groups of people, the ripple effect of our impact becomes truly remarkable. We envision a future where more women hold seats in board groups, they become leaders in government, they drive innovations in technology, and make bold strides in business. We are not merely opening doors, but building pathways for women to lead. In conclusion, I would like to once again applaud Mrs. Okorafor and her team for their unwavering dedication, your vision and passion have built a platform that will leave a lasting legacy in our dear state. To all participants, thank you for being part of this program. I look forward to seeing this event go from strength to strength, year after year, as we continue to handle the cause of women. Together, we arrive stronger, more united, and more determined to create a world where every woman thrives. And let me quickly drop this. When we stand together, our voices are louder. Thank you for your time and have a beautiful celebration. Thank you. I think we can do better like that.
Many thanks to the Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs in Ogun State, Honorable Adijat Motorayo Adeleye, as represented by Mrs. Bola Fadairo, the Director, Ministry of Affairs, and the State Project Coordinator, Nigerian Women Project. Thank you very much, ma. We appreciate you. Okay, we are still adding value. One of the things that we are here for is to ensure that by the time we are stepping out of that place, we are more exposed. We have learned things, and we are ready, to put to practice those things that we will be picking up from this gathering. I hope we are still all here. Yeah. If you are still here, say yeah, yeah. Thank you very much. So, we've spoken about mental health and its importance. A lot of women go into depression, and of course, the doctor has told us how we can manage that. Next, we are going to be looking at how a woman can add to her value in Naira and Kobo. I'm sure a lot of us here, have things we do that fetch us money, that make us, that gives us independence financially. And so we are going to be learning more, because even Bill Gates and all the richest people all around, they don't agree that the money that they have is enough. They have a witness in the house. So whatever it is that you are doing, there is always a place called better. There is always a state called more. And so this afternoon, to talk to us about how we can improve ourselves, particularly our entrepreneurship skills, I have in the house the CEO, BDO Oil and Gas. My dear sisters, jam your hands together for Mrs. Oluwabusola Ogunjemi. Your pretty mom. Good afternoon, ladies. Good afternoon. And happy International Women's Day. My name is Ola Ogunjemi, and I deal with a lot of women groups. I'll give you a brief background about myself so you'll be able to understand when I'm talking. I work for an international company for 17 years. After that, I was brought to Ogun State during Amusu's era, and I spent 8 years in different ministries as a special advisor. Clap for me now. But I didn't let that get to me. Every woman here now is extremely beautiful, well dressed, and all that. But there's one thing we all have in common that everybody must use. Big, small, slim, fat. Who knows what it is? Who knows what it is? It's something we all wear. It's a bra. It's a bra. Okay. It's a bra. We all wear it. And I'm one that looks, anywhere I go, I'll look around to see that what is everybody using that I can make. When they introduced me, they said BDO Oil and Gas. Yes, by the way, I have a petrol station here. I have two. I have. But I make more money selling fish. I just fire toss, shower, cooker. I sell shower. I sell ugu, ewedu, tete, shoko. I even sell dankwa. Wow. So, what I did is, anytime I have the luxury of going abroad, what do they have that I need to get? And that led me into farming. And everything I'm saying, you can learn. So it led me into farming. I went around different stores and that what do you want? How come we have tete produced in Kenya and we have the weather to produce here? Why can't we do it? So I got around, got their orders, came back here. I had to go to the British Customs to go and find out what their own rules and regulations were. Came back and I decided to plant my chocolate into At that time, I had gone to the Export Council to find out what do I need to do to be able to export. And it wasn't easy, I'll tell you it wasn't easy. Because from bag to pack the things, it's to the things being exported from the things in at the airport here, going through customs and so. It's a long whatever, and it's not an easy road. But all that was good, nice and hunky-dory, everything was good. Then I had to, you know, when you are planting, when you plant here and you harvest here, you have to plant back so it's ready in 6 weeks. So I had a massive field ready, and COVID now happened. There was nowhere to take all the things, and I had already taken a load. So what do I do? I'm in trouble now. So I went to a poultry around the room. Start killing the eggs. Let me start packing it 1 kg. If anybody knows any,
it's not complete.
Start packing it 1 kg. From there, I started selling chicken. From there, shower titles cooked up. From there, I saw that chicken is that of my home. So it's a practical. What I'm trying to say in a nutshell is that I'm a practical person. Look around you. Every woman, God has put something in your hands. And when He also tells you in the Bible that I will bless the work of your hands, I'm sure that is also correct. So if God has put something in your hands, don't look at it that, okay, when I do this, I must be a hairdresser. You might not have the capacity to be a hairdresser, and you will fail woefully. So look at yourself. I'm sure everybody, every woman in this room now would complain about NEPA. And everybody has a problem. Everybody has the running generator. But who has thought about it one day? Then you know, machine. So generator tí mo run yẹn, ó kúkú máa gbé ice making machine àti nǹkan tí mo ń ṣe kí máa ta ice block. I'm sure a carton of soft drink right now. Okay, we're not drinking so. It's 4,200. I think ice block is 600. 900. 1,000. Okay, let's just even say 1,000. If it's 1,000, so that means by the time you're doing 4,200 and you're selling it at 450, that's 1,002 on each thing. Okay, times 3, because you can use one ice block if it's a good solid one to freeze 36 bottles. Abi? That means you're making how much from there? You're making like 2.4. You're making 2.4 from 3 cartons. Okay, now what stops you from employing people and giving them 10,000 or so per day or per week? I don't know, you work it out. And you say that, okay, I want to make ₦1 million a month from selling something. In this horrible weather, you can. You can. All you need to do is employ people. Employ people. You are the one producing the ice block with that low NEPA, because that machine is producing ice block for the people in the area. It's also producing ice block for the people at the market. I went as far as Olomori to go and advertise ice block. So I'm not waiting for millions to come in. Little drops of water makes the ocean. So don't believe that one contract is going to fall from heaven and you're going to get to be a billionaire overnight. It can happen to some. There's nothing God cannot do. But don't let us wait that contract that little thing. If I was working in the hospital, like I see somebody that works in the hospital, if I was working in the hospital, I would already be thinking, okay, our hospital is the one let's do that. Báwo ni mo ṣe lè supply syringe ibo ni mo ti máa ní ibo ti ibo ni máa ti ní gloves. Tó bá jẹ́ pé tí ọ̀nì ní màá ti máa wò. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ọ̀nì màá ti máa wò pé àwọn kan wà nítòsí ibo náà ti ń rà accessories. Má lọ sí èkó bó jẹ́ torí 20,000 lówó mi rà kí ẹ fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ máa wò kọ́ táwọn èèyàn lẹ̀ máa ṣọ tó mọ́mì tó jókòó ìsìn. Mo lè target gbogbo tẹ̀ra ní 30 sára àká target dáhùn ìlọ wa èmi bá lọ market wọn. So don't let us wait that until something big falls. Whatever God has put in your hands, please fly with it.
and you make a success of your life.
Hey, let's celebrate Mama! Woo! Whatever God has put in your hands, run with it, fly with it. Yes. When you hear that someone is a serial entrepreneur, have you heard that before? Serial entrepreneur. When you say serial entrepreneur, as in anything that is doable that will bring money is doable. I celebrate you, ma. Please let's celebrate her one more time. Put your hands together. We can do better now. Women celebrating women. Ìjọba abala òtí ìdèkè abala àti ìfọwọ́ jàmàlà. Ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Ṣé small shop yìí náà ni? Lè fi two-piece shop wẹ̀ báwo ni? Dáàbò. Lè fi two-piece shop wẹ̀. All right, we are still trying to add value. And don't forget the goal. When I leave here today, I'm going to be better. We've just, heard about how the need for us not to wait. Every one of us seek to get a contract, get it done. But until that massive contract you are waiting for, reaches you, what are you doing with your hands? The little money you have in your bank account, why is it still there? Why are you not doing a little business to have a turnover? Why are you not looking for need? Like somebody told me, solution provider, there is a problem somewhere. Go and look for solution. And you know that when there is a need and you are the only solution provider, you have the aces, because it is whatever you say you want to collect that they will be striving to pay you. At that point, even when they are bargaining, you have the upper hand. So I think I've received something and I'm a better person. If you know you have received something, jam your hands together one more time. Okay, we are still continuing. We have some award presentations that we are going to do, but for now, we are still focusing on the goal. So next, we are going to be inviting our next speaker. She is the founder, Girl Child Education Rehabilitation Center, Mrs. Adebayo Francesca Oshiyemi.
Thank you so much. I first and foremost want to express my appreciation to the convener of this meeting and to everyone who has found time out of their tight schedule to be here. I want to say that I am so elated to be here today. I couldn't have taken anything more important than being in the midst of women, or let me say girls. I'm sure you like to be called girls. Oh, yeah. Girls. A brief introduction, just as she has said. I am Adebayo Francisca Oshiyemi Majo. I'm a teacher by training. I'm a principal of a school. And I have passion for girl child. I'm an ambassador of girl child. Not because I was born a girl, but I have looked into the future and I have seen that just like women are not being taken care of, women are being marginalized. And what has caused this is because right from the roots, there is a problem. Once you're a girl, you are like a taboo. You are like a mistake. I want to say that some of us, when we get pregnant and the scan says it's a girl, not all the time we get excited. Yeah. Some of us want to have boy. And I'm like, why? I happen to be a product of such. My mom told me a story that when, after having two girls before me, and she started going to Rio Kekaki, Because my father was already warning her. You had better make this one a boy. Otherwise, oh why do? And you know what? This is a story that interests everyone in my family. My mother denied me of a UK citizenship because she wanted to be with her husband. All in the name of cowboy, you know. At the end of the day, I came again the way God wanted me to come, a girl. And my father wouldn't come and check my mom in the hospital for a long time. So, but at the end of the day, the story turned. And he became proud of us that are the girls. We are the first set, and then we have the boys. But where am I heading to? The thing for this year is accelerate action. How do you accelerate? You can't start running when something is not running with you. And there is no way we can accelerate without carrying along our girls. Thank God for women in the past that have fought for us to have a voice. Now that we have a voice, are we just going to be quiet or let our voice remain with us? We need to open the eyes of our young ones who are coming, who else, to the same race, the same thing that we believe, because we want to be heard. If there is anything God has endowed us with, women, is this voice. We can talk, but we are not using it positively most times. We use it against each other. We talk about ourselves. We gossip about ourselves. We are using it in the other way. A girl is a product of a relationship or a sexual copulation between a male and a female, of which the male donated the X of his chromosome because the male has X and Y, while the female has X. So we have been unique right from inception. We are special. I want you to celebrate every woman here. So when you don't have that sex that you want, which is the male, and somebody who is the one in charge or who caused it is now making you frustrated, it should be the other way. You send the man out of the house because it is not your fault. It's the male that determines the sex of a child. So why do you want to kill yourself because you don't have a male? Who told you what a girl can do, what a boy can do? A girl cannot do much more better. And we all know that girls, they are unique. Girls are caring. Girls are warm. Girls are hardworking. God has endowed us with that grace to be able to carry, to incubate a whole creature inside of us. We are not ordinary people. I wrote a book some time ago, almost 5 years now. I bought some copies. That book is talking about the iron in a woman. Iron that is strength. You don't know who you are. If you know who you are, you will stand tall anywhere because nobody can put you down. However, like I said at the initial stage, we need to carry our girls along with us. I'm happy for those who have brought their girls into this kind of gathering. It's good that they have come to see. Because we are going older, they are coming behind. So it's good for them to know that it's a race we are all running. And it is for women to be heard everywhere. So we need to empower them. How do I mean by empowering? It's not about getting money. It's not about job or putting them in a job or anything. It's about, equipping them enough to take responsibility. Education is one. As mothers, let us ensure that our girls are well educated, They go through school and they finish. It's important that they finish. Not only on that, let's teach them domestic education. I have sat at counseling table of many times, and sometimes I am shocked that what is breaking up young couple is as little as obebate. And I'm like, are you? Iyọ̀ ti pọ̀ yóò fẹ́ fi iyọ̀ bà ayé mi jẹ́. Kò lè fọ́ pátá. Let me put it that way. I want to be raw. I want to be, I want you to feel me. Because what is shekana? And they can't do anything. That is not how I and you were brought up. We have mothers that will sit on your neck and make you do stuff. I have some of my sisters that Dupe Laila body. Yeah, Dupe, call on for okay. You won't do rubbish. And that is why we are who we have today. So we need to empower them in the area of domestic. Let them be domesticated. It's part of it. Let's teach them the realities of life. Let's teach them to be modest. Let's teach them to be humble. Let's teach them to have respect, manners. Let's teach them etiquette. Let's teach them to have the fear of God. Let's tell them it's not good to be proud. Humility will open doors for you anywhere. And also we need to tell them the realities of life as well. Let's tell them about polygamy. Some of us don't want to talk about it, but it's going to flash everyone in there. It's already flashing us in our faces. Some of us are products of second, third wives. But today we don't want to hear about it. Whereas, somebody, I just checked something on the Facebook, and it was so funny but very meaningful. She said, married men, àwọn ló dáa jù. Ó ní kí ló dé tẹ̀ ẹ̀rànjú mọ́ òun. Nígbà tí òun ò rẹ́ni fẹ́ òun, ṣé kéèyàn má fẹ́ òun? So ìwọ ṣọkọ ní ẹ̀bá kan kó gbà síta, àwọn ti ní ready hand. It might sound like she's raw, she's stupid, she's illiterate, or whatever you can call it, but that is the reality. Let's teach them about marriage. Let's prepare them good enough to have marriage and sustainable one. Let's teach them about marriage. Let's teach them about menstrual hygiene. Let's teach them about menstrual hygiene. Some of us, we have them in the house, and anytime you enter their rooms and you just take off the mattress, you see sanitary towel tucked in corners. Let's teach them. You don't do that. Let's teach them to be accommodating. Some of our girls, if you look around, they are so rude. They are so rude, so uncultured. Let's teach them about nudity. The need for them to cover up. You don't have to open up before you can flaunt. Before you can, shake the wall. Let's teach them. Let's bring those things back. But that was what we were taught when we were young, and that is how we were able to cope with life. Let's tell them the only thing you are going to do in marriage is not to open your legs. It's not all about that. And also let us tell them that marriage is not all about marriage. Whether you are married or not, you will fulfill the purpose. Let's teach them about childlessness and abstention. Let's tell them, don't let us lie to them. Some of us are orogun pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ wa bu. And sometimes when I sit as a vice principal there and a school counselor, and they tell me, my mother knows nothing much about me. It's only my dad. I say, whoa. Because my mommy will always know. She's a professional nurse. And she doesn't have my time. So I talked with my dad, and then we are complaining that our husbands are abusing our girl child. Why won't they abuse? Some of us have house girls living with us, but we are not improving them. We are just using them. It's not good. If you have a girl staying in your house as your helper, improve the lot of that girl, because table can turn. I can't say it all here, but I just want to encourage us that we should have each other's back as women. We can't say it all. We know our lapses. Let's work on our lapses. And I want to wish every one of us happy International Women's Day.
Let's celebrate her. Thank you very much, ma'am. You will agree with me that session, though short, is an eye-opener, isn't it? I heard something today earlier on in church. My church organized some kind of event for the teenager Teens Connect. And so they told the teenagers to write down a question that they cannot ask their parents, a question that they can't ask their teachers in school, but they still want answers to. And then the man said the things that these teenagers wrote were very shocking. That when he was reading, his whole body was shaking. And when I got to the thing, and he read one. The question read, my father's best friend paid for my wife 29,500, and now he's asking me for sex. What do I do? This is a young lady of maybe 15 or 16. She has a mom, and her father's friend is trying to molest her, and the mother does not even know about it. It is a lot of work for us parents. It is a huge one for us parents. Another one says that my father has been having sex with me. My mom must not know because she will not believe me. Most of the questions that came out of that event came from girl children. Girls. We are all women here. And we are the mothers of these children. It is a lot of assignments. And I want to challenge each and every one of us. When we go back home, be a better friend to that your daughter that you have. And some, yes. Because we have a lot of sons that are, they are misbehaving. Please pardon my language at this time. And the reason is because, parents seem to be too busy. And then one thing I have noticed about us these days is that we are too shy. Majority of us here are too shy to discuss the issue. Kilo shele. Kilo de. Why are we shy? Why can't we talk about it? I remember the day that my second daughter, I went to pick them from school. My first daughter and my second daughter, both of them were in the car. My first daughter is a little bit, I won't say laid back, but she doesn't actually have that. She's a little bit reserved. So by then, the second daughter, I was driving, and then she said, I think she was about 3 or 4 years. And then she said, Mommy, and I said, yes, my dear. How does a woman get pregnant? I said, when you are married. She said, no. What does a woman do before she gets pregnant? What does she do with a man before she gets pregnant? She was like 3 or 4 years. I was driving. I nearly had an accident on that day. I'm telling you, 3 or 4 years old was asking me, how does a woman become pregnant? She wants to know. And I'm like, when we talk about it when we get to, I'm driving, I need to focus, I need to pay attention, and my brain started running. this way and that way, and I'm like, hey, what am I going to tell these children? And then the other one was, trying to preach about you asking her. And I'm like, someone that is solar and around. So the other one that was bold enough was the one that came, the one that asked me that, tell us what is happening. Iṣẹ́ ń bẹ lọ́wọ́ wa láti ṣe o. We don't want to churn out, children that are malfunctioning or malfunctional. Ọlọ́run á ràn wá lọ́wọ́ lórúkọ Jésù. Please put your hands together for yourself one more time. All right, so at this point, we are still trying to garner value. I would like to invite our next speaker. She's the chairman, National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives, Ogun State. She's Comrade Nurse Adejoke Oluwatoyin. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ pàtẹ́wọ́ kẹ̀ ẹ̀rí bó ṣe fún ẹ̀ pàtẹ́wọ́ náà.
Hello, ladies.
Hi.
Are we okay?
Yes.
No women.
No nation.
God bless you. No women.
No nation.
Are we sure of that?
Yes.
I'm proud to be a woman. Quickly, without wasting much of our time, I'm coming up to Adejoke Oluwatoyin as the number 1 nurse in Ogun State. And to talk on depression. I don't want to use more terminology, some medical terminology. Quickly, depression, what does it mean? It means mood disorders, mood changes, and simply means a persistent feeling of sadness. And lots of interest in things that you enjoy doing before. Like me, I enjoy going to parties. Even on weekends, if my children should call me and say, Mommy, how you are at home? She will see you. Because they know that I must be at a party. I enjoy going to parties, and please, my friends should take good care of me and put eye on me. It's just about me in interest no party, me in interest no party, I'm going into depression. That is simply what it means. Yes, that's simply what it is. It is normal to feel sad about some difficult situations in life, like losing loved ones, divorce. But in the case of depression, the sadness persists. When we talk of persistence, that it is continuous. It is not just you felt the sadness for a while and you feel okay. No, it persists for like 2 weeks. When you have that feelings of you are not happy, of no origin sometimes, and there's a lot of issue of depression ongoing in our country now. So you should be your brother's keeper. Women, ladies, let us be our brother's keepers. It is very important, very important. Depression can get worse or last longer without treatment and can lead to death, suicide, and self-harm, as we can see it's happening all over. When the depression persists for more than 2 weeks, and such an individual does not look for medical aid, it can lead to some other things. What are the type quickly? There is what we call major depression, persistent depressive, and destructive mood changes disorders. Then there is another one called premenstrual dysphoric disorder. I could remember when we were still younger. It means those mothers, even though they are not well educated at that time, they can combine depressive to menstrual cycle. So during menstrual cycle, there are some of us that were a bit depressed. But during that time, we also need to love ourselves. And those of us that have girl child among us, we keep eye on them. During their menstrual period, like the other speakers rightly said, we should be patient with them and try to, observe what is going on. That time, it is not their making. It is the hormones that is working at that time, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. So what are the signs and symptoms quickly? Low energy. You are feeling very sad and hopeless. Thoughts of self-harm. I feel like killing myself. I feel worthless. Ayé ìgò worth there. Tábà tí wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ni tó ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ statement bẹ́ẹ̀ continuously. We should watch out for depression. And àwọn tó máa ń wá depressed most times, àwọn they are going type yẹn ni tó jẹ́ pé you will not even know that they are going on depression silently they have think type but àwọn tó jẹ́ pé the quiet type they know how to handle themselves. So changes in the early behavior, sleep changes. The sleeping changes the pattern might be too much of sleeping or little sleep. There are lots of interest in hobbies and activities, difficulty in concentration, and not enjoying things that used to bring joy. There's sexual dysfunction. This is very, very important. The other speaker said that time that we are shying away from polygamy. Yes, I agree that polygamy is coming to stay in our society, but at the same time, ẹni tó bá lóun fẹ́ lọ ṣe ìyàwó kejì or ìyàwó kẹta, ẹ má jẹ́ ká fún ẹni tó wà nílé ní depression. Please, there's a mature way of doing things. That is very important. The causes of depression, generally the causes is unknown, but there are some things that can be attributed to it, such as genetics. It is in their family. So genes has a lot to do in all the activities that we are doing. The stressful life event like death of loved ones, trauma, divorce. Divorce is a big process and it's a large process. But you may just find it very easy. It depends on an individual. But I just want to advise this gathering that when you are in any relationship, be it marriage, be it courtship, and it becomes violent, please, separation is advised. It's very important so that you can be psychologically stable. Then diagnosis. How can we diagnose this we are talking about? Symptoms must persist. It's not that let me say, okay, I don't have money now. Then I started thinking, the money comes tomorrow and I'm okay. That's not depression. No. That thinking will go immediately I see money. But the one we are talking about, that one is money mania. That one is money mania. You understand? But immediately I go and alert in my bank like this. That kind of depression has gone. The one we are talking about is one that persists. It will persist for like 2 weeks or more. You understand? Your bad TV, you will see your friend overlook on care. Women, please let us be our brother's keeper. It is very important. You understand? Kì í ṣe pé ká wá rí ká ní àkíkí lára ilé ẹ̀ wọ̀. Ẹ tẹ́tí mọ̀ fún dress dáadáa tẹ́lẹ̀ kí náà wọ̀ kí náà gbé. You understand all those languages? Ohun kan wọ̀ sẹ̀sẹ̀. Obìnrin ni ọ̀tá obìnrin and you should not continue like that. The how can one treat it? Well, the good thing is that, let me tell you that it is treatable. And if help is seek on time, there's what we call psychotherapy. And that one is the most important aspect of it. That's talk therapy. We talk, we will not be tired of talking. You talk, you understand? There is nothing new under the sky again. Nothing new. And she did not go into depression. So we must be able to cope with any situation we find ourselves. It is very important. And another thing is that what are those things that you can do at your own with your friends? Getting regular exercise. Exercise is very important. While you are exercising, blood you get all the metabolics are doing very well. They're eating healthy diet, not junk food. Junk food doesn't help. Then we learn to sleep. Those of us who get to shop lamawa, so by just money, time to ruba kuwa, we can have some nap. Even those of us while driving, power drive and drive, we can have some nap in the vehicle. It is also very important. Then spending quality time with people you care about. This is very important. I can leave my working place, go to another world when I'm less busy to discuss with a friend. Kì í ṣe friend tó máa débẹ̀ tó máa yí padà tó máa ní máa tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Bello lánàá ọkọ̀ ẹ̀ máa lọ ó fi powder ó fi patch ojú ẹ̀ ni no ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa jẹra wa lẹ́sẹ̀. Depression is rampant every day now and it is commoner among women. Women tó wá common ní láàrin ẹ̀yẹ women náà rẹ̀ náà ló tún inflict ẹ̀ sí lára. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká jẹ́ ọ̀tá ara wa. No matter what we are passing through, move closer to your friend. Learn to have rapport with yourself. Ọ̀rẹ́ kí ló dé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀? This is not you. What is going on? Never penetrate very well. Such person will open up. It is very important, and it can also be prevented. By this gathering is very important. And I want
to just employ the convener of this program that there are lots of topics we can discuss, but we both want men to be in the gathering. Thank you for your time. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Jam your hands together. The number one nurse. And you know the thing she just said that we want men to be in the gathering. Earlier on, when our mommy, the principal was talking, and then she was talking about some private things about the gay child period and all that. And I was looking at her and I said, see all these boys here. When are we all these men, when you can see ladies, they say, your party, so Esma, next time we have kind of men that are women. This is a woman program. We have our DJ is a woman. All these men, what are they doing here? Esma, what are you doing here? Everywhere. Okay. Am I talking? Jam your hands together. Thank you very much. Okay. The event is gradually reaching crescendo, and I want to appreciate every one of us for your patience. Usually when we go to events like this, and there is a lot of talk, you realize that people get restless. People are like, first and then you see people going up and down. But look at this setting. Everybody is calm, everybody is attentive. Please celebrate yourself. I think it is an indication that we are getting better as a people. I think it's an indication, and I know that we will continue to get better. Okay, at this point, it's time to recognize, like they say, when we're in secondary school, we read this book, All Animals Are Equal, but some are less else. But then we want to recognize some people who are doing fantastically well in their field. In hello. Please, everybody look at me. Center of attraction, right now. Center of attention. Everybody look at me. You know that they say that some people wanting ogo transformer logo. Ogo transformer yẹn túmọ̀ sí wípé àwọn ní ògo tán nínú tíì tí wọ́n ní wọ́n tún fún ẹlòmíì. Ṣé àwọn gbọ́dọ̀ bá ra transformer sádùúgbò wa tó bá transformer níná rẹpẹtẹ á tún supply iná sí gbogbo àdúgbò. There are some women ògo tán ní ògo transformer tó túmọ̀ sí wípé whatever achievements they have, it's not just for themselves and their children. It's not just for àbúrò mi lélẹ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi. It's for the community of women that surround them. Women that are ready to uplift the next woman that comes their way. So this afternoon, we want to recognize some, special women among us. We want to just acknowledge them and say, "Una well done." Ṣé ti yé yín? Nítorí pé Yorùbá sọ wípé kú iṣẹ́ ló ń ṣe kí ni o? Ọmọ iṣẹ́ yá bì. Téèyàn ń gbálẹ̀, tó ń fọṣọ, tó ń pọnmi, tó ń ṣe gbá, tó ti ẹ̀rẹ́ ni sọ pé pẹ̀lẹ́ well done. Tó bá yá gan-an lọ jókòó. Bọ́bá ṣe ń ṣe tó ní Adúkẹ́ pẹ̀lẹ́ kú iṣẹ́ ṣé kò rẹ̀ tómi ó yá mú. Ó ti ẹ̀fẹ́ rẹ̀ gan nítorí pé wọ́n ti kan sára sí i. Á túbọ̀ muster strength láti tẹ̀síwájú. So at this point, I want to invite actually, I would have loved to run through the profile of the recipients of our recognition, but because of time, because we are still going to do dancing competition. What is that? Eating competition. Okay, now. Because okay, I'd like to hand over the mic to the convener to say one or two things. Hold on. DJ, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Yes. So the first person that we are going to be acknowledging and recognizing today, I want to, before I invite the recipient of that recognition, I want to invite Erelu Ashabi Additional to please come out. She's going to be giving the recognition to our recipient. Ẹ bá mi pàtẹ́wọ́ fún wọn. Ẹ ṣe rí wọn yẹn, ògo transformer làwọn ọmọ ń gbẹ́rìn o. Ẹ bá lọ dọ́ọ̀lẹ́ o. Ògo transformer lẹ̀ ń gbẹ́rìn. ìyá wa. Thank you very much for gracing this occasion. Bless you, Mama. Okay, so the first person that Ogun Women Arise will be recognizing today for her outstanding activities. I'd like to invite Adebajo Francesca Oshiyemi, the founder, Girl Child Education and Rehabilitation Center. And to present the award, we have our Mama, Chief Mrs. Ashabi Adeshino, aka Saranda. Let's celebrate all the girls in the house. Thank you very much. The next person is Saidat Oluwatoyin. Saidat Oluwatoyin. Saidat Oluwatoyin. Yes, you might be wondering, why are we specially recognizing this set of people? The convener is here and she wants to say one or two things. I would like to invite all our recipients to please come out. Please, the two people that have been awarded, please come out, and then we'll call the others. People want your draw sitter.
Toby Raji. I don't know whether Tony in the Taiwo, I don't know whether she's around. They are around.
Okay, so the convener will be doing the presentation. Next is Tony Indidi Taiwo Joe. Thank you very much. The next recipient, Oluwatobi Oriyomi Raji. Oriyomi Raji. Olanipekun Adenike Temitope. Okay, so the convener will talk to us.
Thank you so much. It was one of the things that I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about women empowerment. And I know everybody that's very close to me knows that one of the things I love most doing is appreciating people. Appreciating women. Women who are just ordinary people, but doing wonderful things they are looking at. I'm so passionate about them.
They are not first ladies, they are not commissioner, they are not doing what they're doing because they're married to maybe their husband is rich or because they came from a rich family, but they are doing it because they want to make impact. Ola Adenike is a very sad story. I met her when she was trafficked to Libya, tricked by her mother's friend, and she was trafficked to Libya. She was sold into prostitution. She was forced to sleep with three, minimum of 10 men daily. I wish this, we're still going to do a lot of programs. It is not about, people know me. I don't believe in fine clothes, I don't believe in big houses, I don't believe in fine anything. It doesn't bother me. But you see this ones, I am bothered about them. I did my birthday in February. And those I did with are the visually impaired, the elderly, because we have a program for elderly. I'll give them 50 of them food every month. I have my young widows. I have a widow here, I don't want to show her. Widows with stories. I have widows that the day the husband died, the two of our children died with her. Those are the people I celebrate. They don't care what the life thrown at them, but they still stand up. They will stand up and arrange and tell themselves that they are queen. Adenike was trafficked, sold into prostitution. She was lucky. We have some of them that were sold into organ harvesting. He's always so emotional talking about them. Feromi is here. Feromi, come out. I want you to bring, I want Precious to come out, I want Ty to come out. If it is the only thing we're going to do here today and go, please. Those are the people we're celebrating. Those are the unsung heroes. They are the ones we're celebrating. Feromi was, she sent me a message on Facebook. When she sent me where she was staying, I was tired. You know, when I'm talking about the victim of human trafficking, I'm just from Ogun State. The person that trafficked them lived among us, dressed just like you. Big woman that goes to parties, that will spray thousands of money. That is the woman that trafficked them. She is your neighbor. But because when they wear fine clothes, when they drive nice cars, you think they are the big people you should relate with. Meanwhile, they are among them in their midst, trafficking these young girls. Before when I just said, I just tell you about me. With the strong support of His Imperial Majesty Orente, we bring in girls, traffic girls, back from all this Arab country. Before, when we bring them back, 80% of them are Benin, but now 80% are from Ogun State. Guys, 80% of them are from Ogun State. So mothers, if we were not careful, forget about, oh, I'm a lawyer. Your child, your girl can be trafficked without you knowing. That's right. I have two twins that they traffic them differently. And that's the only child that won't be one they traffic for different. It is Ogun State, in Shagam. Feromi was rescued. When she sent me where she was staying, I said, leave your bag and run. And with the help of the international organization, with the help of United Nations that I work with as an ambassador, we were able to rescue her. Fully empowered by the Imperial Majesty. She also did a training on this light. Renewable energy. She just graduated last week. She was going into competition. She was there for 2 years. When she came, she was bleeding. She was bleeding. And I really want to appreciate Chika TNT. She stepped in, asked her to go to the general hospital in Lagos. And that's when they started taking care of her. When we asked her to go and do HIV test, she was scared. Because somebody that was molested, sleeping with 15 women daily,
expected that, okay, she should come out positive, but she was negative. That is very good. And she sings. She turned her pains into music. When she came back, she sang a song talking about the travel, the what they go through at the desert. And a young lady saw it from the New York and said, okay, we're going to use our music with other great musicians in America. They will sing. The proceeds, they will use it to bring in other people who are trafficked. Same thing with Adenike. Adenike has its own foundation now that talks about. I'm sorry. Please, if you are not a woman, can you please excuse us? If you are not a woman, please excuse us. If you are not a woman, cameraman, are you a woman? If you are not a woman, please excuse us. We will give you time to come back. And this should be off the record, please. We are waiting for you, sir. Yeah, thank you very much. Are we all women here? Okay, thank you very much. So this person was treated by our mother's friend to Libya. She was first of all worked as a Shagala. Shagala means Peru. So we treat them like she was lucky, but she was not lucky because the rest were sold into. It's about 2-3 things they we use to do. They can use it for when you travel to other Arab countries. One is to use it for Shagala. Shagala means slave. 2 is they can sell it to prostitution. 3rd, if they are not lucky, they will sell it to organ. They call it organ farm. So they can actually harvest their organ. So the rest was. Okay, let me quickly address this. Àwọn èèyàn sọ pé wọ́n ní láti sọ̀rọ̀ wọn. I remember there was a time we took them to Ife, and Baba said he wanted to do. Bí wàá ṣe Baba dá mi sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, wọ́n láwọn fẹ́ ṣe fíìmù tó máa wọ Netflix. Ṣé rí àwọn tó ń mu sìgá tó bá fẹ́ advertise? Àtúntò tó máa ń ṣú àwọn èèyàn tó jẹ́ pé tó bá fún kọ́bà ẹ̀jẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ fún ọ̀sẹ̀ tó like this. Àwọn èèyàn ti sá lóṣù ìgbà ti pẹ́. But tó bá fẹ́ advertise, wọ́n máa advertise nǹkan tó wà nínú suit. And tó ń fine tó cross leg, wọ́n máa ní cigarette in their life to die in. Nígbà tí ẹni tẹ́ advertise ọgbẹ́ lu bẹ́ǹtì ló ti dáadé, wọ́n fẹ́ gun bẹ́ǹtì náà wọlé òkú. You know, one of the things I train them to do is to be bold. You can only hear from Moses' mouth. Àwọn lọ lọ sókun, àwọn lọ bọ̀, ajá àwọn ìpọ́n ló lọ sókun. She has worked with First Lady of Gambia, telling her stories. She has trained thousands of people. On be by BBC invites one. So before we bring them out, that is the letter to my sign to Abba Fúnra on my caucus sọ pé ṣé ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ share story. Consent. Nigga wrote a book. She gives it out for free, it's not for sale. She did a survivor support group where she invited all survivors from all over Nigeria. She brought them to the state, and all of them were sharing their story. And that's the main reason Tasha they fight it. Tasha they win because the survivors are coming out. So if we can't, one of the things we don't keep them quiet. The shame is not for the people, but the people that traffic them. There was a night thing said. I just want to appreciate his imperial majesty. That Baba is a good man.
We asked all of them, we said, share your story. And one time, Ayanya only fúnra wọn rí ìdúró lọ́ máa wà. Tẹ bá gbọ́ sọmọ ta sí ilé ẹ̀, tẹ bá ń sọ wípé those are the ones that we can't show their face because they are young. Because àpèrò púpọ̀ lẹ́yìn, I would have asked Ọmọlára to come. Ọmọlára rescued 250. Ó dúró ti woman yẹn, ó get gbogbo information, ó close to wọn. Gbogbo nǹkan tó ní kọ́ ṣe ọ̀tí tí ó máa ń gbẹ pé o ti ṣe tọ́sí ìwọ náà lè lọ máa kó yàn wá ó lè pretend. The day that woman travel she freed 250 over 250 and she didn't run to Nigeria. Ó gba police station lọ àwọn kéékèèké 10 years 13 12 years that even the bad days the doctor will advise us for us to remove their womb. Ṣé wọ́n kù sí ẹ̀ ò jábọ́ ni? Once for our monitor fit of the money, ma, we can share our story without crying. Before we will be crying. Before we will be crying. I want the visually impaired. I want you guys come out. Precious, come out. It was only that I reminded me this one and said, "Do invite the visually impaired? You know they are women too. Please come out." Next time we'll come out. Let me bring her out. I want them to first celebrate, maybe. So she turned her story into glory. She now goes to school and campaigning against human trafficking, sharing an experience. And through that, àwọn ọmọ tó ti ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ kẹ́lẹ́kẹ́lẹ́ tó pé wọ́n fẹ́ sọ jáde, wọ́n á lọ bá pé àwọn èèyàn kan máa ń bá wa sọ̀rọ̀. So this is her daily care. She has her own foundation now, and she's a survivor. Oluwatobi, I met Oluwatobi during, I think the first time I saw, we've not met for the first time, but I've been seeing, most of the time, I follow young women on Facebook. I have a lot of young girls around me. I follow that on Facebook and with keen interest. She's the founder of Child on the School Initiative. School on the Street Initiative. Imagine a young girl, she just got married 3 or 4 months ago. What she does is, àwọn ọmọ tó ń mọ̀ lẹ́sìn lójú títì á kàn pé wọ́n ní pé yìí wọ́n lọ sí skul ni tó bá lóun ò lọ sí skul tó máa fi sí skul rẹ̀. So free school, free as in free, not one sanwó o. To the uniform, to what they eat, everything is free. She just got married 4 months ago, right? And I saw, I think BBC interviewed you too. BBC interviewed her. And since that time, I followed her with keen interest because Koshepo Walati Dili Olowo, Kisheko Oje Commissioner, Koshepo Toropoje Governor, but she's in her own little way. Oje try to make impact. How many of us can do that? Let us ask ourselves that question. Èèyàn mélòó ló lè fọwọ́ gbáyà wípé mo ní èèyàn tí máa fún lóúnjẹ? Èèyàn mélòó ló lè fọwọ́ gbáyà wípé mo ní ọmọ méjì tí ò ń ṣọmọ mi tí mo sọ school fees ẹ̀? Èèyàn mélòó ló lè fọwọ́ gbáyà wípé tí èèyàn bá wá bá mi pẹ̀lú omijé lójú màá yọ kúrò? How many people? Sometimes it's not about giving money. It's about the word of our mouth. It's about the encouragement. It's about things that we do. That is all she does. And I really want to appreciate you guys. You are my real MVP. I wish you don't say something. I've not met my father. I didn't even know. You know, sometimes picture makes me look someone. Somebody said I will take picture like this. When they do my passport for me, I will look like 15 years old. Have you heard about this case of Baba Jesha? Case of about Dr. Femi. This pastor.
You will never believe that the lady that fought for that case, she lives there in Abeokuta, and that's her. I live there. In Ogun State, that's her. The fought. In fact, there was a time they called me and asked me from the group there. I called Antonia. I said, Antonia, Monica suspect that Antonia. Auntie Mimi, Nigba, you know. But and the case of Dr. Femi is a very serious case, as in this guy was sleeping with Chinese apparitions. This Omo Kekere. And if you see the way he was sleeping, that small girl will be penetrating her from the mouth. Àwọn obìnrin tó tún máa lọ sọ́jọ́ ẹ̀ pé wọ́n fẹ́ lọ ṣe test wọn ò ní cancer. This guy will tell them that they have cancer. Ó lè máa ṣe operation. It's alright. Mú ìwọ̀n tó ń gbé ti gbé sí Otuba ní London, ó kàn dé sí Dubai. Olóòfẹ́ òun ṣẹlẹ̀ láti London. And you know the worst thing that this guy does? Otuba máa bá wọn sùn, má lè máa record it. Má lè máa sọ fún ọdún tó bá sọ̀rọ̀. Everything was online. So they fought and they won the case and he was jailed. And that's a beautiful sister. I know that that's her friend. So when Sister Dupe said she's nominating her, I said yes, I will. Because most of the time she runs to my I know she's passionate about young girls out, and she talks more, she encourages, she brings them out of the streets, you know, she reintegrates them back into the system. That's and Sister Yemi. So I will not come and she will yeah, Mrs. Saidat, she's not here. She's from Orente State. I met her when I was in the US. And what she does was she has a big skill acquisition center. She was doing it in Lagos. And I think that from what I encouraged her to come back. And I encourage her to come to Orente State. So what she does is she has like a big hostel. If she trained you, she'll put you in the hostel. She will feed you and she'll train you for free. Any training Tebafe she will train you and put you in the hostel. And every month she gives 300 elders foodstuffs. Not just small foodstuffs. Give over 300 elders foodstuffs. She's in America. She's representing her. So we want to say thank you. Thank you so much. Keep on doing what you are doing. Today is all about you. You are our unsung heroes. Going back and keep on impacting lives. Be you. That is the reward for everything that you do. Thank you so much. So I want to quickly they are literally impaired. I have a foundation that I call Elohim. What we do is bring in some girls and have stories too. She was born a twin. She has a twin brother. Why am I so passionate about them? Because I had a twin too. I had them when they were 6 months. I didn't know one of them was actually impaired. She thought that was how bó ṣe rí òun nìyẹn. Ẹ̀mọ̀ pé wọ́n tó bí bá kan tí ò mọ̀ bójú ṣe rí. Until when she was in primary 6 and the teacher kept on complaining and I took her to the hospital. The first hospital said, "Oh, rí ìkọ̀kan ní ojú ẹ̀." I just thought that, okay, hospital kékeré lélẹ̀. I started taking her around until when we get to the High Foundation, one of the very big hospitals. And the doctor said,
ojú ọmọ yóò develop now. Can't I say that? Ofoju Korea. I nearly died. I blamed myself as a mother. I failed as a mother. For Mole Walakata me for that years, and I won't know that she's not sending one over her. And I gave her to them abroad. And the funniest part is there's nothing done about me, so I said I can't leave abroad. I brought them back to Nigeria. The two sisters was okay, and they said we should go and do tests. Can't go where it comes from the brain. But thank God it didn't come from the brain. But because we have money, we quickly rectify it. But you see this one started slowly like that. You'll be surprised. Some of them they will ask their parents, go and bring 120, go and bring 30,000. They don't have to do it. So when they go blind and they can't rectify it. You know? Our story is pathetic because they are true. The twin brother is doing very well. And our own started small, just gradually. She was reading nothing until one day she just spoke and she couldn't say anything. Very intelligent and brilliant girl. But she said, yes, I cannot pursue what I really wanted to do as a nurse. I'll go for psychology. I still want to have that touch with women. I still want to talk to them. I still want to feel and see what they are going through. I still want to talk to them. So that's what she's doing. I think you're in live, right? That's what she's in Glasgow doing psychology. Okay. And this is she's a great singer. You know they turn their passion into singing. So during my birthday, anything that I'm doing, I tell them anywhere you have come, they'll be the one singing. This is Precious. She sings a lot. Mother is late. Since the mother died, the father disappeared, thinking that she cannot amount to anything. So we gave her scholarship. The father doesn't even know where she is because we believe paid obìnrin afọ́jú dẹ̀ ni kò sí nǹkan tá à ń fẹ́ ṣe fún. Even though I am not giving you an award, we're not giving you an award. I just want to tell you that you are doing well. We appreciate you. Thank you. And thank you everyone. And it's always put it on your heart to support any one of them. Please. You can't do it alone. We have a lot of them. A lot that will come and say, Mommy, why are you poor now? I felt lost in school. Enjoy now. You can support them. Just get in touch with Ayaba, get in touch with Sister Dupe, and tell us, okay, this is what you want to do in supporting them. It's not bad. Ever somebody who can fún wa lẹ́yọ̀kan nínú àwọn visually impaired yẹn, àfẹ́màrán wọn lọ sí school. You know, àwọn kan wà tá à ń rán lọ. How do you meet them? Tí máa ti ń lọ náà, tí máa lọ sí kìtì mo máa rí wọn ní ọ̀lẹ́, wọ́n máa tọrọ owó. Owó tó bá tọrọ ẹ̀ lọ́ máa fi san school fees wọn, lọ́ máa fi jẹun. And my friend in London just said, don't have them. What are they doing there? And I found that they are very intelligent. We still have a lot of them. A lot. We were just supporting only 25. If you still want to support, please don't hesitate to contact the co-convener. Thank you so much.
Please let's celebrate this beautiful work. Thank you very much. Ẹ jẹ́ ká pàtẹ owó fún mi. Ẹ jẹ́ ká in your comfort zone, when you DJ, please bring it up. In your comfort zone, where everything just seems to be rosy, you want to eat rice and plantain in the morning, it is available. You want to send your children to go to school, you are able. You want to come back home and organize a birthday party for your husband, you can do it. And life is just good. And